You move with such confidence. Ended it. That crack is so satisfying. That's not mist in the air. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Down. Boom. Feels good to be alive. Ooh, a biohazard like that can make you real sick. Tapped hard. Itchy trigger finger. Swing, parry, dodge. Key extreme. Toxanol's offshore drilling caused oily matter to spread with the rain and contaminate both the groundwater and open surf. The long-lasting effect this had on the evolution of wildlife was, as we know now, the only reason we came to exist. History is nothing but a series of stories. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. He's got the Goo-glide functional. You'll have a pull hook and a salvage net, but no armor, and an engine strong enough to break through the thick goo further out. There are lots of valuables left behind on the surf floor that the salvage net will enable you to haul. You just need to find the right spots. Goop says Gizmo's devised a cannon for the Goo-glide, but instead of bullets, it flips quacks, squeaky distractions for the triple attentive porky puff, which will give you time to get yourself in position. The best way to find quacks is to talk to Gulp. He has the bearings of the surf archipelago and knows where the quacks like to float. This means you'll have the privilege of visiting Gulp in the Sinky Dink. He'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find quacks. He only knows what's visible to the naked eye. Gulp is not much of a babbler and mostly keeps to himself and his drink. Let's see. The forest is so smellicious. See where the goo takes you. You're poking around Pokbur, a prime village. All good things end. Let's see. Says the Sifu has ordered a cleansing fire to make room for something new and better to rise from the ashes. Your orders are to wait for night to fall before you act. Setting the village on fire will send a message to your rivals. That'll turn heads. The crop is scarce and dry ever since the plague started haunting the land, so a touch of a torch should be enough to start the fire. He knows they'll understand, given enough time. Time and discipline are all they need to adapt to the new world order. You shouldn't concern yourself or worry about the things you're told to do. The way of the tribe is unquestionable, as is the word of the Sifu. You've been instructed to use force if you meet resistance. Sometimes you need more. You shouldn't be too eager. It's only through discipline that you'll be able to return this land.
Oh, that's so dark. Any darker and it'll be hard to see.
But think of all the beauty you'll never see.
Yeah, sight's overrated. Turn things up. Play life loud.
I prefer the quiet, too.
Then you should stay that way. Shut your mouth.
fan 'em back. The night time is the right time. You dented that one good. Swing like you mean it. Sound seems to travel farther at night. Feels... And so the tribe's quest for a new world continues. Tonight's ashes will become tomorrow's wood. Your job here is done. You have time to talk until you've given new orders. Always a deal to be made. Time to jet. This here is the Sinky Dink, home of Gulp, at the very least. Yeah. Let's see. He's pretty sure he's heard of you before, although the details are maybe a little hazy. He wonders if you have something for him to drink. Points out that he's hungry too, but always thirsty for more. Says you look like you've got a powerful thirst to do something in this world. Good, bad, not really sure, but it seems like you've been drinking in your destiny and liking the flavor. Wants to know if he could point you towards something fun to drink, so that you could share with the tipsy tipster. You sure look like you could use a drink. Either way, he hopes you find a way to wet your whistle before the world comes to an awful dry end and leaves us all thirsting for more. Says life's like a mystery drink. Sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes it's awful. But either way, you can't stop drinking till you're dead. Sure, that's the point. But you can't stop trying new ones, or life gets dull. Says you should toast the end of the world, but you'd better hurry. It's coming soon. Respects how you take care of yourself first instead of trying to swallow too much. Thinks it's funny you wound up with the Jagni. They drink so little, like birds. Guesses someone has to be, but he can't swallow the sight of it. But who cares about them? Says you'd be as bummed out as him if you came for the hot stuff, the glugmocker, nimhimbibble, and his favourite radium syrup. That one's even more intoxicating now, aged in truck tankers and all. Without a drink, and radium syrup especially, he can't move, much less think, as the power of his mind is directly proportioned to the quantity of syrup he swigs. That's why he's called Gulp. The drink helps him forget the state the world is in, but it only lasts until tomorrow. The world is still doomed, even if the sun goes up. Says that's what gives your internals such a great glow. He wants you to know he has other interests too. He's the Surfipelago's self-proclaimed ornithologist, for example. There are other ways than a cold drink to relieve stress, even in these dark times, and, fortunately for you, he can help. Watching Pippi's flap is calming, but better yet are the ones you can look at and touch, like quacks. Squeezing them is a great way to relax. They're better at floating than flapping, so you should be able to net a few without growing yourself a pair of wings. Is glad to see you doing so much damage, but why stop there? So, says you covered the important things already. Get off and slow down a bit. Yeah. The future is in your hands, so take care of it. Got a jet. The Quack Hollow. It's just lonely. That's enough quacks to sustain the Goo-glide flipper with infinite ammunition. Goop says he was there when the Porky Puff took Out-of-Date's leg, so this World Eater has made it personal. After that, Out-of-Date started using his head instead. He seems happy to talk. Says you should take it easy. Let's see. This is no time for sleep. Look at that plastic scrap, just waiting for someone to do something with it. Altitude can't stop you. This gutway has centuries of old waste. Those skulls aren't going to crack themselves. Critical. You've got more than a flesh wound. On the home stretch. Fan 'em back. You never know how long anything's been buried underground. Maxed out on energy. Crack that skull. Boom, boom. Swish crack! What a great sound! Disgusting. Biohazard. Just gross. Up, down, all around. Treasure the coming day. The world doesn't have so many anymore. Pang, pang. Made it count. Poke 'em. A death worthy of a hero. Odd things lurk in the darkest parts of the underworld. It's quieter here, away from the sky. Flex those smart muscles and open the hatch. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That should be enough glow juice for two. How high can you go? Keep focused on what you can do today. Tomorrow's already gone. It's not slippery. Curious about what's up there? Smell the salt in the air. Let's see. Got a jet. Leave that ride. Gulp says he wants to take you with him on a super funny happy slide. Sharing is caring, and one drink for two is just right. Gulp says seeing your face is like seeing his own reflection at the bottom of a glass. It never gets old. He's been looking forward to a rendezvous, and it's on you to make it happen. There's even a chance the syrup is more intoxicating now from being aged in a radiated tanker. He's sure there are even more tanker trucks with radium syrup out there waiting to be emptied. Blesses your heart for doing your part. Cheers when you're here.
Dark flees before light.
I'm right here.
Ticket, leave.
I like it here. And what's not to like about me?
Almost everything.
Gulp says drinking shouldn't keep you from thinking. He wonders... Didn't have much else to say, so nope. Gulp thanks you, says a drink or two won't do any harm. He refuses to drink alone. Gulp says he just can't get enough of that crunky syrup. He really appreciated that you shared a drink with him. You took a risk, so he intends to keep the promise he gave you when you first met. He's got a few things, you see, that no one else has. Claims to understand the alchemy of drinks. Lots to sample and savor. It's hard to understand the guzzle, but... The water is so colourful. See that broken boat over there? Looks like it still floats. Get off and slow down a bit. between the eyes. Right where it cuts. Staff up. You're bruised. You can never have too much scrap, plastic or otherwise. Shot through. Choke up that grip. Took care of it. Making great progress. Bullets everywhere. You're not dead yet. Youch! Kaboom! Crack-a-doo! Hey, nice shot. You're powered up. All things end. A smart foe would leave now. Ah, plastic scrap like that always comes in handy. Night. There's a serenity about this spot. It's a place for rest and recovery. This one seems to be in good spirits despite being left here for dead. Has heard that you only follow your own personal code. asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner It's sad to see you're staying on this road to ruin and that you're so determined to help no one other than yourself. That's interesting.